when we're selling spots on the car, you know, some racers sell them for $25. Some racers put them on there for free. Some are $5,000. I mean, you start talking, you want a whole side on someone of Mayo or Trevor Glasser skill level, you're going to be paying $10,000 for a side of a race car.
Right.
Just to have your name.
Again, live streaming benefits those sponsors.
Gets them out there. I mean, who else would know, you know, you look at Matthew's car. Who else would know that, you know, Thrive by Lavelle is on his car? I mean, how many, you look at those sponsors on those cars, how many of those sponsors did you know about before that? So live streaming gives you that. It also gives your fans the opportunity to say, okay, that's what's going on right now at the racetrack. It drives business. Now,
that's why I do the pit cruise.
Exactly.
Get on the quad, cruise to the pits, live stream it, show everybody, hey, look who's here tonight. This is what we've got going on. We've got, you know, maybe people didn't know the sprint cars were in town. Maybe people didn't know it was Speed Week or the Iron Giant, whatever it is. You go through the pits, you show that, they see all these cars in the pit area, and they're like, whoa, wait a second,
well,
I got to get there.
Let's put it like this too, is that when you guys rained out this year, right? People watch Moxie Media. They watch our Facebook page, they watch our feeds, all that type of stuff. Trisha went live and said, hey, look, guys, we are still a go here at Sunset Speedway. You know, we understand Willamette Speedway just rained out, blah, blah, blah. As this point in time right now, we are still a go. Showed the whole track, showed people still coming in. We had 40 people that came up from Willamette Speedway, and this is no joke. I'm not just basically giving a number or whatever like that. We had close to 40 people come up from Willamette Speedway to watch races because they saw it on Moxie Media, because they tried to get a hold of the track, they tried to get a hold of the phone numbers that we have, couldn't get a hold of nobody to verify. They watched live us showing, hey, look, this is what it is. It's a positive tool.
It is. Well, now, here's the next part of that, is that you can sit there and, like Speed Shift. Okay, Speed Shift last year covered the entire modified Speed Week. You can't share that on Facebook. Now, what's the difference? Now, here's the question I'm going to throw out there. What is the difference between someone taking a video of the races, waiting 15 minutes until the races are over, and then posting it on Facebook?
Nothing. Delay.
What's the difference?
Well, the difference is
you're
losing potential to draw people into the stands.
Exactly. You look at that.
You're losing potential to draw new sponsors to the track.
Exactly. Now, you talk about what happens if somebody drops a four-letter word or swears or uses colorful language or there's an incident.
You go into that knowing that is somebody's personal page. Exactly. It's not a professional video. So you go into it. Just like, me, I videotaped every single race. Street stocks, Bridgeport Logistics Street stocks, Pier stocks, and after the races, when I get home the next day, we'll post them on, we'll post the main events on Moxie. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. This is amateur video taken from a crowd's perspective, and we go back to the perspective comment or discussion. Remember, we've had this discussion multiple times this year about perspective, whether it's from the flag stand, the pit benches, the pit stands, in the grandstands, from the infield, etc. Perspective is everything. I use Facebook Live as a tuning tool for the race car. I can sit there, and when we're going to, let's say, Sunset, I don't know Sunset like I know Willamette. I know what the clay is going to do. It's going to be maybe tacky, and then we're going to be smooth and slick 99% of the time. When we go to Sunset, and Josh goes, hey, guys, we're live at Sunset Speedway, and he starts showing me what the track's looking like. I go, okay, it's this wet. It's going to dry out this much. Okay, we pull the car out of the trailer. I don't even have to go look at the track. I can sit there and throw an adjustment under the car if I need to, or make a gear selection if I need to based on what I'm seeing on Facebook. I can do those things. It's a tuning tool.
That's exactly what it is.
Now, here's the next part, is that you use it as a tuning tool. You go back and re-watch videos from perspectives, because when I'm at Willamette, I'm typically in turn 3.
Watching one car
in turn 3. I can't see 1 and 2 worth beans. Now, when somebody posts a video of the live stream of the race, I can sit there and look at 1 and 2 and watch what we've got going on. Was he tight? Was he loose? Did he miss his marks? What's going on? And I can take that to critique the driving and go, hey, this is something you can improve on in your driving. Here's, watch this. This is what I saw in 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are different corners at Willamette, and you do have different conditions and different driving styles you have to tackle it with. So it's not necessarily just live streaming and drawing fans away from the track to sit at their home in their fuzzy slippers and their beanbag chairs and watch the race on their smartphones. you look at the grand picture. I mean, you guys have been around racing. How often do you see did you see 3 years ago, video cameras in the stands, people videoing the races?
None. Hardly any.
I remember.
Where's the problem with that?
Right.
YouTube's been around for 15 years, folks.
Mm-hmm. But what they say is they say that's okay. It's okay to sit there and film a race as long as you wait till after the races to post that. And that's fine. They're not live streaming every single race, from Trophy Dash to Heat Race to Main Event. They're not live streaming every single race. They're sitting there and possibly just doing a Heat Race or a Main Event for who they want to see.
Exactly. Now, and you do, and I've used this tool on Matthew Drager Motorsports on Facebook. I will sit there and, hey, we're packing it in. Bingo, do a live stream. Hey, here's qualifying, do a live stream. Not in the same night. I'll do maybe one live stream a night, maybe every other week. When you drive people to the racetrack.
Here's the thing that, like you're talking about, bringing people to the track. Let's talk about, you can take the biggest negative, okay, and I'm not saying it has to be strictly Facebook, but live streaming. You could take the biggest negative and use that to absolutely pack your grandstands the next week. And the incident I'm talking about is that idiot from Moonshiners. How many people, I mean, who in the racing community, dirt, asphalt, sprint car, modified, late model, street stock, doesn't matter, who did not see that? Name one person. I can't. Every single person saw that.
It was a talk for a long time. It's just like this. The biggest thing about promoting something, right, is you almost get more positive out of a negative.
Well, and you can with the potential of bringing in new people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You put it out on Facebook, and social media is a wonderful thing.
It's how you spin it.
Well, it is, and
you put it on social media. Josh posts something. Okay, that reaches Josh's 750 some friends.
That was what I was getting ready to say
then
next.
I share it. Well, then Josh and I only have 34 mutual friends, and I've got 800. So then it reaches a different 760 some people, and then Corey shares it, and he only has 100 friends in common with Josh and I. So by the time we're all said and done, the three of us posting something has reached 2,500 people.
At no cost to the
no cost.
No cost. So we start talking return on investment here. How much money is the, and I'm going to make somebody mad, and I apologize in advance, but return on investment on something like this, how much does a promoter put into someone live streaming?
$0.
Wrong.
$0.
They make money by somebody doing it.
Right.
Well, no, they make money, but they don't have to. They don't pay us to do it.
I know, but it's the same time. You have a fan in the stands who buys admission, buys 2 beers, and buys a hot dog.
At least.
Okay.
And that's because they saw their buddy Dave down the street, went to the races, and said, hey, check this out. And
so that's what? $40, $50?
Sure.
Unless you're at Eldora and it's $5?
Sure. Right.
Sorry, that was a bad stab. But you do that. Okay, so the track's what? Okay, let's say their markup is, let's say that their profit on that one person is $4. Okay, so there's $4 that they have gained in pure profit from that one person. Now, they live stream, get 10 people addicted.
There's $400 every week right there.
Bingo.
So, okay, my day job, besides being this cool, is drive tow truck.
Right.
Okay? I see customers all the time. Okay? Guys, girls, older couple, non-old, everything, whatever. And I'll sit there and I'll wear sometimes, if it's nice, I'll wear my Speedway, sweatshirt or whatever like that. If I don't have to go to a roadside accident or whatever the case is, I don't have to wear a lot of my safety gear, my yellow sweatshirt, all that type of stuff. So I'll just wear my regular gear so I can feel comfortable. Okay? So let's sit there and like, wow, what is that? Just the other day, I sat there and was wearing my Bakersfield Speedway, for the Bud National sweatshirt. Went to a guy's house that just moved from Tennessee. He sat there and said, wow, you guys got racing up here? I said, yeah. Mind you, this was a drop-off in Hillsboro, 10 minutes away from Sunset Speedway. Okay? Just moved to town. Do you think that guy would have ever known about Sunset Speedway if I wouldn't have met him?
Probably
he
not.
doesn't have to go out to Banks.
Right.
He doesn't have to. And so I sat there and I showed him my phone, showed him all the videos and stuff. He goes, that is the coolest. He used explicit words.
Sure.
They have late models and all that type of stuff, and they have IMC pure stocks or whatever the case. He says, dude, I was thinking about it. He says, I did some research or whatever, and all I found was some Portland Speedway that's been canceled, and it's some truck stop or something now. And then that's, Yellow took it over. But I sat there, I said, dude, 10 minutes away. I said, come in summer. I said, we have some of the best racing in the whole country out there at Sunset Speedway. He goes, I'm there. I'm down, dude. I'm like, yeah, hammer down.
Dude, I have a friend. She was originally from Washington, moved down to Oregon, and was living 2 miles from Banks Track, 2 miles from Banks Track. And she's sitting there, and she's like, dude, I don't know what it is, but this noise is always keeping me up on Saturday nights. And I go, what time? About 6:30 to 10 o'clock. I'm like, huh. Do you live anywhere near 47 and Highway 6? Well, yeah, about a mile and a half from there. Yeah, there's a racetrack right there. What?
Did she go?
Like sprint cars? I don't know if she ever went or not. She was supposed to come hang out with me one time when we were up there.
Yeah, she went.
She probably did. I don't know. But
it's
one of those things. It's like, we started talking. I'm like, yeah, we'll be up there racing. Oh, really? Cool. I'll come watch. I mean, you start realizing people are literally footsteps from these racetracks, have no idea what's going on.
Right.
And, this person and I are friends on Facebook. If I would have live streamed from the Banks Track, hey, guess what? Now there's a fan going. That's what's keeping me up at night. Right. I'm going to go watch it in person.
So let's do this. We have the Sweer Trucking chat line that everybody's commented on.
Okay, we got a lot of comments.
We have the Crocker's Car call-in line, 360-910-6008. This is the time right now. Fans to drivers to, even track promoters. If the people are listening, call in. Give us your 2 cents.
Give us your thoughts.
I mean, we're not going to sit there, and it's not a bash contest. It's not.
Nobody's bashing anything.
It's not our opinion over your opinion. It's just an opinion. I want to get. We'll put it like this: if somebody legitimately has a zero tolerance for live streaming, I want to hear it. Call us. Don't be afraid.
Well, if you do have that tolerance, that zero tolerance, tell us why. Tell us the cons, because honestly.
Encourage me, educate me on why.
Yeah, because I don't see a negative to a racetrack, a business, or otherwise with live streaming.
Well, this is the deal, is that because we have so many listeners that are listening right now, okay, this is your time right now. This is what I don't like. I don't like to sit there and say, hey, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. But when somebody says, tell me why, it's like, I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to say.
Yeah, well,
stop.
Now's your chance.
If you literally have said one thing, either positive or negative about this comment, right, and you want your voice heard, well, guess what? This is your opportunity right now.
Yeah. We've got another hour and a half. We're here until 9 o'clock, and
we got a ton of notes that
we've got other stuff to talk about. This is just something that came up. We had a great conversation among the three of us.
Came up.
A week ago it came up.
How long were we talking about this? Like about 6 hours.
It was a great conversation. And there was a lot of perspectives that were shared. There was other people involved in that conversation that don't need to be named, but there was a lot of good perspectives, and there were some people that. Well, there's one right there. There was a lot of people that shared what they thought, and there was a couple people that said, "Yeah, I can kind of see why," and I can see why as a track promoter.
Did they just delete their comment?
They did.
Who was that from?
Wow.
Another guy that races. So, that was from an actual racer. It was positive. I mean, it wasn't anything negative, but
put it back up. I mean, this is
basically the same thing we just said. But
yeah, this is the thing, guys. Is that if you want your voice heard, this is a great avenue and stuff. We're non-biased. We're tearing things down. We want everything to be positive for our racetracks.
Right.
And if it's not positive, we don't want to sit there and we don't want to put any negative, because right now our racing community and stuff is strong and it's building, but
it's
we
getting
want
better
it
every day.
Bigger. If you guys don't want something bigger and better each and every single time, each year needs to sit there and be bigger and better, bigger and better.
That's the goal. That's
say 15 to 2,000 people coming to my track, Sunset Speedway. Okay, next year I will work my butt off to promote the out.
Right.
Of Sunset, so I get 3,500 people.
Right.
Okay? That's just how I am. I got OCD like that. But it's just the whole thing. It just like our sponsors. Bakersfield. They had nothing to do with Bakersfield, but because they paid us and because they want to be part of the show and they want their name out, we'll go 1,600 miles or like that to Bakersfield or 16 hours and sit there and promote the hell out of the guys who care about us.
Right.
Why not do that for the racetracks?
Those people that are supporting this show are also people, you got some heavyweights that support the racing community.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly.
And again, those perspectives that we've talked about does not reflect any of our sponsors' views.
Not at all. This is just personally ours.
It's just our personal opinions on